Hello and welcome to SEVA TV. My name is Seth and I am so happy to be your host today. SEVA TV features educational videos made by student producers all across the Sacramento area. This season, we not only have great videos for you, but we also have behind-the-scenes opportunities to visit with the student producers. I hope you are as excited as I am. Without further ado, 3, 2, 1, action!
From Merryhill, Midtown.
Welcome back to Boys on a Mic.
This is ways how to do a layup.
Jump.
Yeah.
Coming up on this episode of SEVA TV, our focus is all about the classroom. We will experience a day in the life of a 4th grade teacher, learn about a magical desk, and watch a Chromebook get CPR. Stay tuned for all of this on SEVA TV. Here at SEVA TV, we always want to get any study tips that come our way. First up, Kenzie gives us an exclusive interview about the basis of our group video about study skills.
The video starts with a girl talking about how she constantly forgets to do stuff because she's procrastinating a lot and she needs reminders. It's better to spend time studying than spend time hanging out with friends and not studying at all, because that can really take a toll on your grades.
Let's view this video and see how Teagan, Caitlin, Afton, and Kenzie from Arden Middle School guide us to a better study skill set.
Not your best work, Teagan.
I always get distracted when I'm trying to study.
Well, I have some study tips that can help you. Make sure that all temptations are put away or off so that you do not get off focus. Something you could try is redoing a couple of questions, and if you still don't understand, try talking to a teacher. Set aside some time to study at home. Also, you can try highlighting your notes to make sure the important parts pop. Try these studying methods to help improve grades.
Thank you for these amazing study tips. This is just another reason we love our student producers here at SEVA TV. Now, let's hear from some of our most beloved teachers about how creativity and flexibility in the classroom play such an important role in this video, brought to us by Elanor from Winston Churchill Middle School.
As an educator, I really want to drive my students to be passionate about whatever they're doing.
If students don't feel the ability to make mistakes and to have a space where they feel safe, they don't really engage with the materials.
Flexibility is key in the classroom in order for students to feel successful and confident.
Students don't have flexibility, they can't learn how to cope with life, really. So learning how to be flexible in the classroom is a really important life skill that all students should practice.
By having flexibility, whether it's with the due date or how an assignment works, it's able to make sure that I don't stress out a ton over something and have it not be what I know that I'm able to present to the world.
And when teachers are flexible, it also makes students feel safe. It makes students feel like they can accomplish something. And it really, really, really helps with student engagement because students start taking ownership of their learning.
Flexibility really speaks to that need that we all don't learn the same, and that's okay. We can celebrate our strengths and we can use collaboration and communication to gain knowledge and understanding from others.
Without flexibility, I wouldn't know how to solve a twist on a project or on a problem.
Being flexible and teaching students to be flexible allows those confidence is to build and helps them to be a better student and helps them to actually like being in the room and attempt to not hate the material.
As individuals, we all have our own strengths and weaknesses. When educators allow flexibility within the classroom, we're providing students to spotlight their area of success and lean on classmates for areas that maybe they need support or encouragement.
I can help and be flexible to help them be successful.
The idea of flexibility is key in bringing out the best in every learner.
Letting students be themselves is really, really important, and that is an important part of being a flexible teacher.
Creativity drives passion, and that passion is what sparks engagement in learning.
I find that when I'm able to be creative in the classroom, I am able to express my ideas and what's going on in my brain about a certain subject or topic a lot better.
Being creative allows all different kinds of students to connect to whatever they're learning about.
Creativity is key in having students have an opportunity to find that passion for whatever it is.
It's important to be creative in the classroom because it helps you solve problems.
When I see that we're having a guided instruction and students are sharing their ideas and their thinking, and you can see their hand goes up really quickly and they're ready to share and they're excited, I can see that that's a spark of interest from them. So I'm going to lean on that a little bit more and maybe ask for their information or what they know. I really try to have my students drive the instruction that's being done within the classroom to help the success of everyone else.
We try really, really, really hard to build a positive classroom culture.
We have more discussions in class because I feel that I'm better able to get my ideas out in a discussion than writing them down on paper.
Talk with the other students in our class to figure out problems and share our ideas.
We can move the desks around and we can relocate to different areas as we need to.
And then we also have the idea of flexible seating. Some students think better and process information better when they have an opportunity to stand, while others do really well on wobble chairs or sitting on the floor with a clipboard or your traditional desks.
I offer a lot of flexible timelines when students communicate with me.
I will occasionally kind of hit a wall with being able to do things, and just having an extra day makes it so I don't have to stress about my assignment or about how I might not be doing it to my full potential because I'm kind of nervous about it.
It could be something as simple as when students are doing a written assignment, some students are writing it, some students are typing it, some students work with a classmate or myself to annotate their thinking and get it down.
Allowing students to do it in a way that makes sense to them.
I feel like students are able to learn when they're provided an opportunity to be creative because they are passionate about something, they take ownership over it, and they're excited.
When a side conversation builds a really important classroom culture moment, you have to take advantage of that.
Nobody really remembers what page you were on in this textbook on this day. But if they remember the opportunity of creating something or talking through something or problem solving with a classmate, that is memorable.
Next up, have you ever seen a Chromebook get CPR? Thanks to Holly at Sunrise Elementary School, you will see it here first. Let's watch.
Okay, class, you are now going to take your math quiz on Think Central. Open up your Chromebooks.
Oh no!
You should always charge your Chromebook before you come to school.
That's a great reminder to come to school with your devices charged. Now, Grant from El Camino High School gives us an inside look at the day in the life of a 4th grade teacher.
At 5:30 a.m., I wake up. After that, I get ready and leave. I skip breakfast as I don't have time to eat. At 6:45, I get to school, which is about an hour before the kids. First, my class meets to have morning meeting. Next is English and grammar.
Examples of sedimentary rock include coal, sandstone, and shale. So what would I write on the line?
After that, they go off to recess. For the next 35 minutes, we do independent learning.
Okay.
Then I teach writing.
When you get started, I don't know who's going to make the board like that, but is that how we treat our support? Oh. We need to make sure.
And the last thing before lunch is math. Lunches are never consistent, and I end up doing a different thing every day. On Mondays and Fridays, they go off to Spanish. On Mondays and Thursdays, they go and do PE. When they aren't doing PE or Spanish, we first do some more math and then science.
And then there is a paper clip and a penny. Do not steal my penny. I am poor.
The students then start to get dismissed. On Mondays, I hold student study team meetings. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I tutor. On Wednesdays, my school has staff meetings. After that, I go home and grade work. The last school-related thing I do in a day is plan out the next day's schedule. After that, I cook dinner and get ready for bed.
Our teachers are so dedicated and we appreciate you. Let's shift gears and get ready to take a deep breath with Iris, Emma, and Madison from Florence Markofer Elementary School as they tell us about their video, Balloon Breathing.
Our video, it's about stress and that sometimes you need to breathe when you're stressed out. When you're stressed, you can always breathe and then you can think about happy moments in your life. That's not stressful.
I would say have a lot of confidence, don't doubt yourself, and also work together because working together as a group saves a lot of time and makes stuff easier.
Great tips. Inhale, exhale, and repeat as we watch this video by our young student producers.
Iris, remember, balloon breathing.
Balloon breathing.
Feel better now. Thanks, guys. Balloon breathing really helps with stress. For more information, go to mindfulness.org.
I feel better already. But let's make sure we stay feeling good by avoiding the slippery slope of cheating with this video by AJ from Kathrine Albiani Middle School, reminding us of the consequences of cheating.
Okay, students, today we are taking our final test. So I'm going to pass out the papers. Please make sure that your name is on top, all right? And we want to make sure that we are trying our best.
Cheating lowers your self-respect and confidence, and if others see you cheating, they'll lose your respect and trust. In a recent survey of 18,000 students in 61 middle and high schools, 66% of those students admitted to cheating on those exams.
Thanks, AJ. Our student producers know how to keep it real and keep us honest. Now we are in for an interesting history lesson as we learn from Fernando as he introduces us to his informational piece on McCaffrey Middle School.
Basically, it is just an interview with our former principal, Ron Raymer. Since he was the one that built this school, he talks about how the process was and just everything about it and why the school is what it is today. I took the clips actually last year. I never got to do it, so I decided this year, since it's 2023, it's going to be the 20-year anniversary of this school, I decided to make it for this year. I thought it would be interesting for students at this school to know just a little bit more about the school, especially since you're only here for 2 years, so there's little interesting facts about the school just to know more about it.
What was my role in the planning of McCaffrey Middle School? Okay, so I was principal of Marengo Ranch Elementary School in 2002 when they announced that they were going to build a new middle school on the east side of town, and they were going to call it McCaffrey Middle School, which is going to be Robert L. McCaffrey Middle School. Robert L. McCaffrey was a superintendent for 33 years here in Galt, so they were going to name the school after him. So the superintendent at the time, Dr. Jennings, came to me and said, would I be interested in becoming the principal of the new middle school? And I said yes. And so he appointed me principal of the new middle school. And what they did is they gave me 1 year where I wasn't at a school. I was actually at our district office planning from the very beginning exactly what the school would look like. I worked with architects and engineers and the school board and the superintendent and district people in planning all parts of the school. I mean, everything down to the colors of the school, the furniture that was going to be in the school, who was going to teach at the school, who was going to work at the school, the curriculum that we were going to use at the school. So all phases of McCaffrey Middle School I was able to be part of, which made it great because I had 1 year, it took 1 year to build the school and to open the school. So in 2002, we worked on building the school, and then in the fall of 2003, we opened the school for the first year. Well, what was involved in the opening was everything. Basically, we had a patch of dirt here, about 10 acres that McCaffrey Middle School sits on, and there was just dirt and weeds. And so it involved first getting the land level, then doing all the things that happen underground with irrigation and electrical and all that. Then they poured a foundation where the buildings would be built, and then they started constructing the buildings. So it took about 1 complete year to get everything ready from beginning to end and ready to open for kids. We started out as a 6, 7, 8 middle school. So there was Greer Middle School at the time, and then that was on the west side of the freeway, and then on the east side was McCaffrey Middle School. And we were both 6th, 7th, and 8th middle schools. After 5 years, we have added the gym, so that was new, that was a big change. And then over time, we've added the 12 portables out there, so our campuses got bigger. So I think originally we started with about 550 kids, and now we're able to hold up to 1,100 kids. So we don't have 1,100 here right now. We've had up to about 1,000, but we could even go bigger. So the school has changed quite a bit. Right now our school's changed because our population is actually smaller. We only have about 735 kids. What is the meaning behind the bulldog for McCaffrey? It was actually a vote. We allowed the kids that were going to be the middle school students the first year to vote on our mascot. So they had a list of different mascots, and they had a list of different school colors, and they voted for the Bulldogs and the green and gold. So it was actually the choice of the kids to vote. One interesting thing with colors, at the time the Sacramento Kings were really, really popular. So if you notice in our bathrooms we're purple and black tile, that's why we have purple and black tile in there. But other than that, everything else is green and gold, green and yellow, and the Bulldogs. So the kids voted on it and they got what they wanted.
What a cool historical tidbit about the Kings, the school colors, and the mascot. Thanks, Fernando, for that great footage. Now we meet up with some high schoolers from Casa Roble, Alex, Trinity, and Nikola. Fill us in on their journey with journalism.
My name is Nikola Cantera, and I am a freshman.
My name's Alex Guzman, and I'm a sophomore.
My name's Trinity Jones. I'm a junior.
So when I found out I was going to be taking journalism, I was really excited because it was my first pick for my elective. I picked it because I really want to be a movie director when I grow up, and so knowing that I was able to have it was really exciting because I figured it would give me an idea of what it's like to work in that area by making videos. And now that the semester is almost over, I can proudly say that it's given me everything I hoped for and more.
Well, originally I wasn't even planning to take this class. I was planning to take drama because I really enjoyed acting, but I wasn't able to get into that, so I was just put into journalism. I actually ended up really enjoying it. It's become one of my favorite classes.
I was kind of upset at first because I hadn't signed up for the class, and I was originally going to take foods, but there were complications and I couldn't get in. And so I was in journalism, which I didn't have much interest in at first, even though I did like the filming things and being behind camera because I had taken photography the year before. But I wasn't too interested in it, but once I got to the class, I was glad that I stuck with it.
I've learned how to work better in a team. I've learned to hear other people's opinions and creativity and use it with my own and combined it to create really good videos. It's made me feel like I've gotten closer and been able to get to know my community more because we've interviewed plenty of people from across campus, and just getting to know them really helps me, learn more about the community. And I also felt like I kind of impacted the community and I actually played a role in the community because by making videos that influence people, I feel like I've been able to hopefully inspire and influence people, which makes me really happy. So sometimes I struggle with social anxiety, and in this class you're kind of required to go up to people that you don't really know and talk to them, to ask them for interviews and stuff, which is something that I didn't know if I was going to be able to do really well. But having to do that, I was able to really boost my confidence to go talk to new people and get to know them more. One of the biggest takeaways was just the fact that I was able to make new friends and create new memories to look back on and laugh about. And the fact that we made them in the form of videos just makes it extra special because it's a lot easier to look back on.
I think it's definitely helped me out with a little bit of my stage fright.
Sure.
Now that I've been taking this class and I've done lots of behind the scenes stuff, now I appreciate a lot more of other people's work when I watch videos. I feel like it's helped me to connect with some people, to at least talk to some people, which I haven't really done much before because I'm a little bit shy. I always hated group projects in class because I would always end up with a group that didn't do anything and I would have to do it all. But I ended up with a great group and it makes it a lot of fun.
Getting to learn how to use an editing program that's actually really good one, and getting to go out and film and interview people because it was a new experience for me, but it was really fun.
So one week, me and my group made a video about sports and why they're important to school and the people that play them. And the week that it played for our school announcements, my friends were watching it during passing period and making jokes about it and saying how they saw each other on the live. And so just seeing how our video brought them together and gave them something to laugh about is something that I just love about journalism.
I think one of my favorite memories was when we were making our Halloween video and we got cats thrown at us and we just ended up falling to the ground, which was really funny.
Just going out and interviewing people and just having a good time and getting to build new friendships and get to know more about the school that's around us and what's going on and be able to spread that information.
I just think the biggest personal takeaway was just getting to explore what I'm passionate about and seeing how much I love it.
It's one of the classes that gets me awake in the morning and gets me energized and ready to start the day.
When I first started taking the class, I was in a group that I didn't really get along with them too well and we didn't work well together, but then eventually I got into a group that we worked really, really good together and everyone did their part. It was really just a refreshing experience to have a group of people who actually want to do the work and work together, and it was a good experience.
My only hope is that anyone who decides to pursue journalism or just make videos in general can have the same type of experience that I did with my group.
That is a great reflection and might just inspire some of our SEVA TV watchers to dip their toe in the journalism pool. Let's end with student producer Georgianna from Merryhill School with a truly creative tale about a magical desk. Or is it?
What's wrong?
I'm stressed about the test because I can't let my grade go any lower.
Have you tried the wishing desk?
What's that?
It's this desk in Mr. Gunn's
Lillian, Jackie, do you have something to say to the class?
No, Miss Opal.
Then I advise you to be quiet.
Yes, Miss Opal. Meet me at my locker during passing periods. I'll tell you about the desk then. Oh my God! You made it!
So what's all that about a wishing desk?
Yeah, there's this desk in Mr. Gunn's room, and when you draw what you really, really want on it, you get it.
As if. That sounds so fake.
Time starts now. Good job, Lillian. Blah, blah, blah. This will be an independent project. Blah, blah.
You're not going to use the desk again, are you?
Watch me. I can't believe you were using the magic desk to get good grades. That's basically cheating. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ugh, I hate lunch duty.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you. You know what? I have something to confess.
And so Lillian confessed about the desk. She confessed about using it to get good grades, feeling guilty about it, and still using it. What she didn't realize was that she shouldn't feel guilty, because the desk was a fake. She only got those good grades because she tried hard and put in a lot of effort. People rely a lot on luck, and don't realize that to create something you're proud of, all you have to do is try, and keep trying until you're proud of yourself. Effort is the key to success.
That wraps up our episode for today, but don't worry, we have more episodes of SEVA TV coming your way. For more content, check us out on secctv.org or find us on your favorite platform, X, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We have it all. My name is Seth, and thanks for joining me for this episode of SEVA TV. Until next time.